Hello YouTube, what's up? So welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the new motorcycle from Honda, which is the Honda CB300R. Okay, let's get into the topic. So generally what I do is I ride the motorcycle and I talk about it, but in this video about the CB300R I'm getting a lot of messages regarding how it is going to be and what all I could expect looking at the spec sheet. So if you are following me for some time, then you will be knowing that I don't talk about the spec much. I generally talk about the ride feel and the ride quality of a motorcycle, and I thought of talking about this motorcycle, the CB300R, especially because I personally own a CBR250R, and the CB300 series or the CBR300 was something which I was looking for, and I have done enough homework on while buying this motorcycle. But unfortunately there wasn't anything like that 3 years back, and so today we have it now. So you guys are lucky. Technically this motorcycle, the CB300, is not exactly a 300cc motorcycle, but it's a 286cc motorcycle, which is exactly 37cc more than this motorcycle. So what all I'm gonna tell in this video is mostly getting compared to this motorcycle, because the feel of the CB300 will be somewhat similar to this motorcycle. So looking at the power and the torque figures on the CB300, what I could see is that before that the CBR250R will feel like an underpowered motorcycle for many of the enthusiasts in India. Yes, it is. If you start riding this motorcycle, you will feel that this is a bit underpowered after 2 years of your usage. So the CB300 is absolutely a good motorcycle who is getting from the 150cc motorcycle segment, that you won't get bored with the power and the torque figures so soon. And I need to tell that this motorcycle, the CB300, will be fitting right in between the Dominar as well as the Duke 390. What I need to tell here is that if you're looking for an ultimately value for money machine, then I'll say that Dominar 400 is still the value for money machine. And if you have been seeing my earlier videos, I have done a lot of videos on Dominar, so I've got some amount of good experience on the Dominar. So I could say that Dominar still stands as a value for money machine without much quality issues and all. And if you're looking for something like an outraged power and all, you can still go for the Duke 390, which will be slightly expensive than the CB300, but still whatever the amount that you're gonna put upon the CB300, you will be enjoying the power, definitely, no doubt in that. So who need to look at the CB300? So in my opinion, the CB300 is going to be a very good city bike as well as a highway tourer. I talked about the torque and the power. Now let's look at few other features which is unique with the motorcycle. So few of them are the upside down forks, and that combined with the 150 section rear tire makes it to be a very good cornering machine. I can tell you that, because you will get a 150 rear tire, and that means you have access to all kind of fun oriented tires in India now. And the next thing is you get a complete digital cluster on the CB300. Looking at the international version, I can say that it actually pretty much sums up everything, except that it lacks a gear shift indicator. Apart from that, it has everything. And the ride quality, I can say that it will be very nice, because I told you it is just a 37cc more than this motorcycle, and you can trust Honda on that, the refinement part and the reliability part. And you could expect a mileage of 30 to 35 km per liter. Now you could ask me that how you know about this. The reason is because if you have seen my earlier videos, I have showcased one CBR250R which has been heavily modded, and that engine has been bored to 280cc. That means that CBR is actually 6cc away from the CB300 that is gonna get launched in India. So if you haven't seen that video, you can go and watch it out. That particular motorcycle is getting a -2 km per liter from this one. So that's what I'm expecting, that you will get the same or the similar kind of a mileage figure from the CB300 also, somewhere from 30 to 35. And I don't see much of a difference in the maintenance part also, because it is a single cylinder 286cc. So that means that that motorcycle also going to cost something very similar to this one, which is around 2000 to 2500 rupees per service, and the service is done once in 6 months or 6000 kilometers. Another thing is like the ride quality. The ride quality actually differs from the CBR250R. The reason is because it has a much more taller seat height. So some people tell that this motorcycle itself is a slightly taller motorcycle than the CB300 is going to be slightly more taller for you. And I could say that looking at an average Indian height, this motorcycle, the CB300, will be a taller motorcycle, and it has an impressive curb weight, which is 143 for the international version, a 300cc motorcycle weighing that much, and so it will be more agile to ride in the city or to tour or to maneuver. So the CB300 actually will be having a head-to-head competition with the Dominar, the Duke 390 and the Mojo 300. So as I told before, if you are looking for ultimately value for money and you need a value for money, I mean, nothing can't beat Dominar now, so go for it. Or if you are looking for outrageous power, then yes, Duke 390 is your answer. If you are looking for reliability, comfort, pillion comfort, a long lasting experience with a machine, then a CB300 will be a good machine. Because I am owning this motorcycle for 3.5 years by now, and I'm like pretty much happy with the kind of the way this motorcycle is reacting to me. I mean, it doesn't give me any problem. First reason is I'm maintaining it well, so I do the service and I do every steps on time. Even if you are not maintaining it well, they don't give much of a trouble to you. So, and there are people who has bought this motorcycle, the CB250R, from 2011, and they are still keeping it in 2019. That means long, almost 8+ years of experience. So in that sense, if you're looking for a motorcycle for the next 5+ years of usage, definitely the CB300 going to be a pick above the Dominar as well as the 390, no doubt on that. And you could ask me why I'm not mentioning the KTM Duke 250. The reason is because you might have seen my drag race video between the modified 280cc CBR 250R versus the Duke 250. So in that sense, I'll feel that this motorcycle, the CB300, will be having a better pickup than the Duke 250, but it won't definitely have a better pickup than the 390. It will be incomparable with the Dominar 400 itself. As of now, these are the things which I see with this motorcycle. So whenever this motorcycle comes here in Bangalore, I'll be riding it and giving you a review. So most probably my next video on the CB300 will be the test ride review. So hopefully let's wait for the motorcycle to come. And as always, if you have liked this video, show some love in the form of likes and comments. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.